Okay. We should be live. And on this, the background's a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. How's it going, guys? We went live today. Just figured I'd jump on and see what's happening in the YouTube space if anybody's around. That's really weird. There's a delay on that one, which is, I'm going to turn that off because that's distracting me like crazy. I got a couple things I want to dig into today, guys. I messed up, but that'll be okay. This here. Sorry, I'm still playing with stuff, figuring this all out. I've been testing a few things on the channel, and things didn't go the way I was hoping. So I'm learning from it, and I'm going to make another video that explains what happened, just so people can see what's going on. What's this? Okay, sure. Things are popping up on my screen and confusing me. Yeah, some failed experiments. Two actually we're going to talk about today is auto dubbing, turning that on within your YouTube studio. That's a bad idea. And using a teleprompter, which is something that was harder than I thought it would be. I didn't realize it was going to be as difficult as it was. But it's a learning curve. It's what we do. All of us as YouTubers are going to struggle with this kind of stuff as we learn and grow and get our channels moving. So what are we gonna? Let's start with auto dubbing. Turning it on. I tested the feature on my last video, and things went insane. My impressions skyrocketed to a number that I don't see on my channel, at least not yet. And I'm guessing it pushed it out in all the other languages that it was putting it to, but nobody was clicking, and I think it was more because of it was dubbed, and the people that did click, they jumped out fairly quickly, probably because the dubbing was terrible. I didn't see any of the dubbing. I don't know how bad it was or how good it was or what was going on, but it was, I'm guessing it wasn't great and they couldn't understand it, or they don't like watching dubbed videos. I'm one of those people. I can't even watch a movie dubbed. It drives me up the wall, unless it's like old-timey Chinese, Japanese, running over the treetops kind of stuff, which that stuff is, I find it entertaining anyways. It's awesome. But a video like this I can't do. I just can't. I can't get through it. So I'm assuming a lot of people are like that, and so they clicked off. That killed some of my metrics. Here, I'm going to pop it up on screen here, so you can see. So here, this here was my last video, and if you look at the reach here, almost 8,500 impressions. Click-through rate dropped. I'm usually in around 3%, which I know isn't fantastic, but it's where I've been sitting so far, and it's not terrible, so I'm happy with it. 0.4 is that's definitely not good. My views were up, but again, they dropped off, and if you look at the engagement, I'll show you here. It tanked immediately. And this is where I'm thinking people were clicking on and they just went like, no, I'm not watching a dubbed one. And then people who actually clicked on it from my regular viewers or people that are interested in my content, they stayed to watch a little longer. There was some skipping, it looks like, going on and stuff like that too, but it was a bad video to begin with, and that has to do with the teleprompter, which is what we'll talk about next when we get that far. But yeah, the auto dubbing, maybe once you get into a higher view rate and stuff like that, that it's not going to hurt you so bad, maybe. I don't know. But right now, I don't think you're going to want to be in there. It's really, it's not good. So really, I guess the way you look at it is higher reach, more reach, whatever. It doesn't mean better results. It definitely can hurt your channel. Being a small channel, still, I'm not overly worried about it. I'm gonna let it go. I'll let it sit. I'll come back as things go. I'll go back to my regular. I turned off auto dubbing and back to my regular push, or however the algorithm wants to move my videos around. So that's auto dubbing, I guess, in a nutshell, for new channels. Anyways, my advice, my opinion is don't turn it on, not yet. Plus, it's a new feature, and they need to get it figured out in the algorithm and what's happening. Let me check. So that it's working better, working much better. It's not good. That's about it on that. I think I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. So that's going to bring us to the second topic here to get this happening. Also, have you tried auto dubbing? If you're watching this or you're watching the replay, throw in the comments. Tell me if you tried auto dubbing. What did it do for you? I'd love to know, because I know my experience wasn't good. And I was in a live with another YouTuber, and he said that he turned it on, I believe, and same deal. It really just wrecked things. It didn't help him at all. They ended up turning it off. So yeah, let me know that. And another thing is would you watch a video in another language if it was dubbed? I have already said to you guys, I gotta let you know, I can't. I just can't do it. It just drives me up the wall. But do you guys watch them, or would you watch them? Again, throw in the comments. I will answer every comment I get. So if you guys have a question or anything, throw it in there, and we'll answer the ones on live if you have them now. If you're watching the replays and you put it in there, I will get back to it. I will definitely answer you. And then one other question I was thinking was reach over viewer experience. Is that like YouTube, the way that worked with the auto dubbing? I just feel like YouTube prioritized the reach over the viewer experience and what the viewers want. And I think that's going the wrong direction. They need to focus more on the actual experience, because that's why, to me, that's why people go to YouTube is the experience, to watch the videos that they want to watch and the way they want to watch them and when they want to watch them. It's convenience. Slamming it out in a bunch of different languages and auto dubbed and probably not well, I just feel like isn't the way to go on all of that. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna switch over now to teleprompters. They are a lot harder to use than it looks, and by that I don't mean like physically setting it up and getting it set with the camera and wherever and on a tripod or however you're going to use it. It's not difficult. I actually still use the Osmo Pocket 3 with inside the teleprompter. It worked out really well. But actually staying authentic and reading a script off a teleprompter is so much harder than people probably realize. If you've used one, again, in the comments, let me know. Tell me what your experience was with it. Tell me how you use it. I know how I'm going to use it, and I'll get to that in a minute. And try something different on the next one. But here's what I did. I'll give you a quick rundown. Excuse me. I wrote a script, and I wrote it from the heart, fully authentic. What I actually did is I had a mic clipped into my computer using a program called Swift, I believe it is, and it transcribes for you into your software, whatever you're using. I was using Pages because I'm on a Mac. I spoke and it wrote everything down that I had to say. So it was, the whole script was from me, except for near the end, I wanted some statistics to kind of prove what I was saying is true. And I got ChatGPT to give me a hand just to find some statistics. I gave it 3 different YouTubers, Ali Abdal, Peter McKinnon, and Matty Hapoya, and asked ChatGPT just to, can you give me some ideas and just do a little bit of research on what they did for rebrand or pivots on their channels that made them blow up or made them grow even more or even faster. And they did that. So those parts there were a little scripted from ChatGPT. Turned out that didn't matter, because the entire video sounds like I had ChatGPT write the whole thing, just because of the way I'm talking and my reading, and I was not authentic. Watching the video back kills me. I posted it anyway though, because I want to show that growth. I want to get that going. So what I'm going to do is make a second video. It basically is going to start off with like you ever made a video where you sound like this, and I'll play a small snip of it kind of thing, and then it'll be, let me help you, don't make the mistake I made, follow these steps, and create better YouTube videos without sounding like a robot, using a teleprompter and that kind of jazz. Balancing natural energy. I got some notes just to keep on point here. Balancing natural energy versus sticking to your script. There has to be a point there. There's got to be some sort of something that you can still sound authentic, but use your teleprompter, or use a teleprompter so that you're always looking at the camera, but you can see your notes. And that's where my big step is going to be, my big change. No more full scripts. And I've said this before on my channel. And for some reason I decided, I think I can do this and I can stay authentic, and I can do it because I wrote the script. I spoke it out like I was free and like I'm doing now. But reading it back was not flowing or free or authentic. It was very robotic and stiff. And if you watched it, thanks. And I'll be making another one to clear that up and fix it to make it a little bit better. So the way I'm going to do that is more, it's going to be bullet points, right? Shorter lines, no full paragraphs. I'll fill in and speak a little more off the cuff with it, which I think a lot of YouTubers are doing. I'm seeing a lot of things happening. I don't know for sure. I've never spoke with him, but Rob the Maritimer, I think, is what he does. I'm pretty sure bullet points and speaks more off the cuff, and he's got things, worked out in a way that he can get his point across and make sure that he provides the value that he wants to provide in the video, but he's not robotic and not just like I was. That was terrible. Sorry, guys. And doing that, you can add your personality into your script, because you're still off the cuff and still a lot more you. I don't know how else to explain it right now. It's just that watching that video, that was not me. That was just not right, and not. It honestly felt like I was the imposter syndrome, 100%. Like I was trying to be someone I wasn't, and I was just not fluid, and didn't like it at all. The delivery, when you're any video that we're making, all of us, when the delivery of the content and what you have to say is so important. It has to be fluid, and it has to, I don't know which way to go with that. it just has to be you. It has to be authentic. It has to. Otherwise, it's people can see right through it, and they're gonna watch and go, "What is going on right now? What is he doing?" Or she. Um. So yeah. So I'm gonna experiment a little bit more. And try again with some bullet points and stuff, and try and get that video. I'm going to remake that video basically with a callback to it saying, "This is how terrible it was on that one," and now I've changed it up and created bullet points to make sure that I stay on topic and make sure that I get the value in the video that I need, but way more fluid, way more authentic, and just way more comfortable instead of so stiff and so rigid and so scripted, really. So yeah, if there's anything else you guys have questions on, like in the teleprompters, do you use one? Is it harder for you? Can you sound authentic reading off a script? I definitely can't, at least not yet. I don't know. Have you experimented with anything on your channel that failed? Let me know. I'm curious to know. I want to know, and then I'll answer your questions or your comments. Let you guys know anything else that I think of to bring that up. Sorry. Another question. Is there anything you guys would like me to cover? Throw that in the comments too. I'll maybe make a video on it and see what's happening. That's all I got on notes, really. If you guys enjoyed the channel, if you like these lives, let me know so I can keep on making some more. And I'm going to keep making them anyways. But let me know what you think. Subscribe if you find any value in any of this content. If you don't, then don't. I'd rather lose subscribers or have less subscribers that I know want to hear what I have to say versus having a bunch of subscribers that aren't watching my videos or don't find value and just have me unsubscribe but never watch my videos. I think it's important for us to find those subscribers that matter to us, that share our values and share just a connection in this whole YouTube game and how it operates and what we got to do to make it work. So the ones that are sticking around, that are here, I appreciate you guys. It's been a ride so far, and it's only just begun. Basically, I've only started the car back down the driveway. I've got so much more to learn and so much further to run that it's exciting. I've got a lot of ideas and a lot of things going to be happening. So once I get a few more things figured out and a few more videos bullet pointed, not scripted, because that was terrible, I'll be getting them out and posting them up. This one's going to be a little shorter, I guess. 20-minute video. I don't have anybody on right now, but eventually I'll get there. And actually, real quick, another thing, I think what's been going on, part of it, when I post a live early, I haven't been having it on public. It's been on unlisted or private. It goes public when I go live. I'm wondering if nobody sees it because it's not public when it says upcoming live. I wonder if it's only putting it out to... I don't know how that works. If you know how that works, actually, throw it in the comments. Let me know, because it's something I haven't figured out yet. And that's going to be that for today. You guys have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, you got this. You're going to get there. All right. Take it easy, guys.